It was my first day walking on Route 66. All my friends had warned me not to go down Ogden Avenue. It's that first stretch of Route 66 out of downtown Chicago in the infamous South Side that Jim Croce called the baddest part of town. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was looking around to see if I can find a little coffee shop or a sandwich shop where I can sit down and get off my feet for a few minutes, grab something to eat. And that's when I noticed her, an African American woman, and she was making a beeline towards me. I stayed relaxed and calm, but I didn't expect her to go for my face. And what happened next just blew my mind. I never expected it. Hi, my name is Rashid Huda, aka Mister Weirdo. I have lived a freedom lifestyle for the last 20 years or so, and I share my stories and lessons learned along the way. As I mentioned, it was my first day. I had started earlier that morning from the shores of Lake Michigan with an intention to walk all the way to the shores of the Pacific Ocean. I had met David Fries earlier in the morning. David had just finished his bicycle ride on Route 66 coming from LA. I came across David when I was doing my research on Route 66, and based on his blogs, I figured he would be arriving in Chicago the same day I was planning on leaving. So I reached out to him, and we decided to rendezvous at the starting point for me, ending point for him at the Route 66. We had some donuts and coffee early in the morning, and then he headed out towards Indiana, where he was going to meet his son, and I headed west. And it was pretty much an uneventful walk most of the day. I had a couple opportunities to take some pictures at interesting places, but other than that, it was just a stroll in the city until I saw her. She was carrying a pink backpack with Sailor Moon on it. And there was a little girl that was walking along with her. She walked up to me and reached out and grabbed my beard. And she said, "Ooh, you're so cute. You're like a summer Santa Claus." And she walked away. Now, that's not exactly what I set you up for when I started this conversation, but that incident left me speechless. And my thought was, well, so much for xenophobia, because it just validated my belief that no matter what people look like on the outside, deep down inside, we're all the same divine incarnation. I had to walk another hour or so before I finally found a restaurant where I could sit down and get a bite to eat. I saw a wonderful graffiti that covered the entire side of a big overpass bridge. And the waitress that took care of me at the restaurant was a young lady working towards her nursing degree. My cousin picked me up a few miles down the road where I had finished for the day. The way I had planned this whole thing was I was going to walk through Chicago to the west end of Chicago and stay with my cousin at night, and he would drop me off where he picked me up the day before. And that's how it worked till the last day. I'm not sure if I want to do this on a chronological manner where I take you through the walk day by day, or if I just want to tell stories of interesting events and people that I met along the way. So help me out. Help me out. If you want me to go chronological, comment with the word clock. And if you just want me to tell interesting stories, put down people in the comments so I know what my audience wants and I can craft my stories based on what most people want. So stay tuned and come back because there is here somewhere a link to my playlist that I would be adding to as I do my Route 66 talks. Remember what Mister Weirdo always says. You can create magic and miracles when you embrace your inner weirdo. Stay blessed, my friend. Stay blessed.